We welcome you to Indianapolis Motor Speedway, not the road course, but the oval. Grady Broughton won the race last week. We are about to go racing here on the oval. But first, let's take a look at your starting lineup, and then we will drop the green flag. It's Paige Soper, then Jonathan Stevenson, Nate Rao. Then we have the 10 of Cohen Moore. Then it's going to be Nolan Farley, Andre Schrader, Cam Reich, Jordan Spencer, Maya Dimmick, Bryce Pax. Then the rest of the field, we have Ryan Calloway, Grady Broughton, Amshar Khan, Skylar Naney, Jackson Hartman, Matthew Campton, Kellen Sheff, Owen Fishel, Boston Matthews, and Allie Brossman. And then we have Aaliyah Dean, Dry Womax, David Loudon. Then we get to Kwame Reader, Rodrigo Patino Romo, Eli Jackson, Grant Irwin, Kenzie Arnett, Landon Gilliott, Garrett Irwin, and Cole Flick. That's your starting lineup. It's time to go green flag racing. We are ready to go green flag racing, and we are used to seeing first lap crashes. Don't be shocked if we see one. Out of turn number 4, the flagman has a green flag in his hands. 100 laps from Indianapolis, and we are green from Indy. We are green from the brickyard. And on the front straightaway, here we go, watching to the back of the field. Are they going to save it from wrecking on the front straightaway? They don't wreck on the front straightaway, or are they going to wreck anytime soon? It's Stevenson right there. Here he comes. Great first lap. Great clean first lap. And it's 3 wide. What the heck? Where did Matthew Campton come from? Holy crap. Matthew Campton shoots down like a rocket from 17th. And he's trying to lead lap number 1. What a start for Campton as he puts Stevenson into the wall. We have a wreck on lap 1 in the back of the field. Jackson and Arnett. But holy crap. What a start by Matthew Campton. From 17th to 2nd in pretty much half a lap. He just ripped around the inside, and here comes Campton. Man, top 10 speed in that 51. Remember, this is his first career over. He's almost a wreck again. We are watching the track map here on lap 2. You're also keeping an eye on that number 51. Under pressure from the 10 of Cohen Moore. We also usually see wrecks out of 4. Moore will clear for 2nd over Campton. And this is, remember, Matthew Campton's first ever oval race. Don't be shocked if he wrecks out. He is not used to this much chaos. But he said he really desperately wants to win here. His home track. Trying to get his first career oval win in his first career oval start. The 51 Campton, it was announced. Like usual, Matthew Campton will drive full-time next season in the 32 for RMG Racing. Side by side for second. Moore will retake the lead. I mean, will retake second, but actually no. Campton not in the 32, but he will be in an unknown Thunder Motorsports car as a 15. As a 51 will remain. It will remain like an all-star car next year. It's still side by side. Look at this battle, third turn 2. The 51 and 10 still battling. If you are now joining us, we are keeping an eye on that 51 of Matthew Campton. Started in 17th. And on lap number 1, moved his way forward all the way to second, had the lead for half a straightaway as well. So he pretty much went from 17th to first in half a lap. And now he wants the lead back. But right now it's Jonathan Stevenson in the Shriner Motorsports number 74. The top 3 are not battling together. Here we go. We see the 60 around. And there's more of an accident. Kellen Sheff is involved. Skylar Naney there, but Kellen Sheff has gone around. And he almost gets hit. Man, he was just stuck on the track right there. Back up front, Stevenson battle for second. Here comes Moore. Side by side for second. Cohen Moore will take second back away. But here comes the 51. Campton to the inside. Trying to find speed and take second back away. He's led all 6 laps. It's Stevenson who continues to lead. I'm shocked we did not see a wreck on the front straightaway on lap 1. As we see the 51 getting aggressive now. Here comes a 10 as well. Contact made for the lead. It's side by side. It's gonna get wild to turn 3 as Cohen Moore takes the lead away for the first time. Cohen Moore takes the lead for the first time today, and Nolan Farley is up to 4th and is tracking down Matthew Campton. Here comes Farley now, going for 3rd on Campton. Here comes a 2 to the inside, can't find the room as the 74 is back up front here at the Brickyard. Campton now going for 2nd. That 51 and 2 both there. Battle for 3rd. Here comes Farley to the inside. He takes 3rd away. He won 2nd. Look at Soper now going after Campton. Farley wants the lead as well. Stevenson slides. Campton all the way back to 5th. Farley to 2nd. Soper to 3rd. But nobody is able to pass Stevenson. Jonathan Stevenson leads on to lap number 9. Stevenson's number 74 has been quick all weekend long. And I'm not shocked that he's up front right now. We are racing into the evening here at the Brickyard. We go through turn number 1. Skylar Naney now coming back onto the racetrack here, right in front of the 2nd place driver, Nolan Farley. And it's going to be side by side between both of them. And the 60 is now going after the 74 as he almost goes around. Skylar Naney almost caused another big wreck. Spencer slides through turn 4. Lap 10 is on board here at the brickyard. Here we go. Here comes Nanny. He is the lap car right behind the 74. Now about to be under pressure from the 2. Demick has moved forward. Here comes Farley. Nolan Farley to the lead at the brickyard. Nolan Farley to the lead on lap number 10. And nobody is battling with him. Demick is into the top 10. She has had speed on the ovals. Look at this mess back here. Andre Schreiner back in 13th. She's not having a bad day. And remember, folks, it's still early in the race. Somebody's race could go from good to bad as Schreiner almost goes around. She almost caused a big wreck. After Broughton almost wrecked her, look at the mess right behind her. Still watching these cars back here. A lot of great racing back here. Kellen Sheff does have damage, but not many. And there's a wreck on the front stretch. Front straightaway, huge crash. Huge crash, and they are all wrecking. They are all chaos. Oh my gosh. Chaos on the front straightaway. Kahn is still on the track, and he's going to have contact with another car. Kahn is not going to go flying, but oh my gosh, what is happening here in Indy? Out of 4, Farley now enters the front straightaway as the 83 is going. He is a slow car, and the 83 is into the wall again. The 4 made contact with him. Heavy damage for the 83. But massive pileup. Oh, and the 83 goes up into the catch fence. Oh my gosh. The 63 and others. Oh, wow. Crazy hits for the 50. And the leaders are now about to come back onto the front straightaway. Oh my gosh. I'm shocked that only one car is out of the race right now. Through that accident, I'm shocked that it's only one car out. Here comes the 74. And the 74 slides, almost goes around. Here comes the number 2. The 2 and the 74 side by side. Back up front goes Stevenson. Jonathan Stevenson continues to lead here on lap number 15. I'm honestly shocked that they wrecked that far down on the front straightaway. Rossman is still out here with that heavy damage. Stevenson, Farley, Soper, 1, 2, and 3. Then it's Kellen Moore and Matthew Campton. But Kellen Moore has heavy damage. That 10 has a lot of damage. Look at the 27 going for the lead. Contact made. The 51 and 18 side by side. I'm shocked that they didn't cause a wreck there. And there's a wreck on turn 3. It's Kinsey Arnett again. She has gone around. What is going on in turn number 3 as you see more cars almost getting piled in? Chaos as Paige Soper will take the lead on lap number 16. Here we go. The 27 through turn 4. She's finally going to lead lap as the 18 has gone around the 51. Silver leads on to lap 17. With all this chaos here in Indy, here comes a 74. The 74 is there. He is retaking the lead with 29 cars left now in the race. Don't count out the number 51 just yet from this race. 74-63 side by side. 10 and number 2 side by side as well. Side by side racing. Mossman pits. A lot of chaos here in Indianapolis. I'm shocked that Campton hasn't been able to find his way back forward. But remember, it's still a long race, 100 laps on this oval. The 27 there, she slides. Here comes Farley. Farley going more, and Bryce Pax right there. 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Here comes Moore. Moore will take 3rd back away. Pax goes to the inside. He wants 4th. He wants 4th, but he's not going to be able to take it away this lap. Comes to lap 19 now. Remember, coming up on lap 50, we will have our annual short break, and then I will be back live as here we go. Battle for the lead. It's side by side. They are making contact. They are side drafting off of each other. Trey Racing here from Indy. Side by side still. Through turn 3. They are still going side by side. But Stevenson is going to clear for the lead. Stevenson still leads here in Indy. Lay leads onto lap number 20. Kellen Sheff back in 12th after all that chaos. Here we go. Battle for the lead once again. It is side by side. And Soper is going to retake the lead. Now the 10 is going to finally pass the 74. Here comes the 10 now. Going after the 27, but Soper continues to lead. Stevenson coming to pit road. Shoxy's pitting this early. That 74 has 3 laps left on his fuel. Oh, looks like that last week's winner is out of the race. Is that Jackson Hartman or Garrett Irwin? I couldn't really tell there. Lap 22 is on the board. Campton now starting to get a little bit low now. As it looks like he is starting to speed back up. Campton said, I'm done wasting time. It's time to be back up front. Contact made behind them, Callaway and Dimmick. Surprisingly, no wreck. Nate Rao, the Long Beach winner, side by side with Campton. Campton was caught up in a couple wrecks earlier in practice. Now he is sitting in 6th. That car is fast. As we watch the 27 of Paige Soper continuing to lead here from Indianapolis. Here we go. The 27 has a huge lead now. Huge lead for the 27. It's an 0.8 of a second lead, but that gap is quickly closing. Here comes the 18. Great run by the 18. You see a car on pit road. The 18 closing back in on your leader. Here comes Pax. Bryce Pax to the lead at the Brickyard. Hampton almost goes around, almost causes a major accident, but doesn't, as Campton is coming to pit road. Let's watch his pit stop. Matthew Campton is on pit road. We're not watching his pit stop because we know that's going to be too long. A lot of drivers are now hitting pit road to get fuel. But who's going to be that unlucky unlucky person with the worst strategy and stays out on the racetrack? When they run out of fuel, the 18 almost goes around. Here we go, the 18 is there. Side by side with the 77 as Farley's back up front. Nolan Farley has taken the lead back away at the Brickyard. That number 2 is quick. Don't count him out at the end of this one unless he wrecks. Unless he wrecks out. Kellen Sheff now back onto the track right in front of them. Right in front of him as we see a mess back there. It's side by side for the lead. They almost make contact and they almost both go around, but they don't. Still side by side through turn 4. And they're both going to be pitting this time. But Farley will miss pit road. Farley misses pit road. He wanted to pit there. Farley misses pit road. And Nate Rao has the lead in Indy. And that 22 is in second. Jackson Harmon is in fact still in the race. But look at the 77 there. Leads. Here comes the 22. Almost side by side. Almost chaos. We see the 77 pitting now. Matthew Campton is back onto the racetrack. He sits 12th. Right behind the 16, but he's going to get around him. But finally, what a pit stop for the number 51. He's going to come out just a few seconds behind the 74. And once everything cycles through, those two should be the two leaders. Look at this mess back here. Rodrigo Patino Romo there in 4th. It's a crazy mess back here. As we see the 22 pitting, and the 47 is going to stay on the racetrack, and the 12 and 42 make contact. Looks like that the 2 is finally on pit road. The 16 has gone around the 51, but here comes Campton once again around the outside. How about that pit stop by Matthew Campton, and most importantly, Cam Reich. Patino Romo stays out on the track. But right now, Stevenson might have the lead here soon. Great pit stop for the 77. Let's see where he's going to come out at. The 16 is there. There's the 51 as well. The 77 is going to just clear the 51, but here comes a 51. Contact made between them. It's going to probably take another lap for the 77 to get back up to speed. As the 51 is there, Stevenson, though, is back out front here at the brickyard. We usually don't see great pit stops for the 51 at all. And right now he sits in 4th, 10 seconds back from the leader. With the last place car on the track right now, with the last place car 29th is not last place in the race, but last place on the track, and that's Skylar Naney. A lot of chaos early in this one. Stevenson, 8-second lead. Pretty soon we're going to see a battle for that 3rd spot. Alex Soper up there as well. Look at the 16 finally getting around the 60. This is a big mess of cars. The 27 is there. The 51 will get around the 19. Now here comes Campton in the 51. Look at this battle. The 77 will get around the 60. And contact made between them, and Campton will clear the 60 as well. We almost see a wreck with the 27. The 51 is finally in front of Skylar Naney, and now he can finally track down the leaders. Right now, the gap from 1st to 2nd is closing. It's now a 1-second lead for Stevenson over Cam Reich. Can Cam Reich win the Plainfield Quakers 100 at the Brickyard? Here comes Reich in the 16. He is closed back in dramatically. The 16 is there, 4 tenths back and closing. He is in his draft. The 77 and 51 is also closing back in as well. The 60 goes to the top, and there's a crash on turn 4. Kinsey Arnett is involved again. Chaos happening in Indianapolis. The 16 is there. The 51 closing back in as well. You see the Forest Hood there. Looks like that Kinsey Arnett is out of the race. Her luck today has not been good. The 60 gets sideways. He gets loose. Here comes the 51 to the inside. The 51 is there. Closing back in on the 77. Here comes the 51. There. Around the outside of the 60. Now the 60 closing back in on the 77. As it's Stevenson who continues to lead. Ryan Calloway is up to 5th. Looks like that Soper was caught up in that accident as well. Battle for the lead. New leader is Cam Reich, but still side by side. Stevenson on the outside, Reich on the inside. Side by side. Through turn number 2, Stevenson around the outside continues to lead. Stevenson continues to lead, but here comes Reich. Outbreaks the 74 into turn number 3. And they're close. The 74 contact almost goes around. This time it's going to be lap 35. Remember, only 100 laps in this one. Lap 35 is on the board. And we are about 65 laps away from seeing the checkered flag. The 51 is trying to close back in on the leaders. And here comes the 77. Nate Rowell there. The 77 there's now side by side for the lead. Contact made. They both made contact. Here comes the 74 back in as well. But it's the 77 who leads. Nate Rowell trying to get win number 2 this year. Rowell leads lap 36, 65 laps to go, and Stevenson will force his way back up front as he will clear the 77. Great racing here at the Brickyard. How about Maya Dimmick up there as well? Matthews. And how about Nolan Farley up there? Looks like that Stevenson will have to pit soon. Yeah, Jonathan Stevenson is going to pit soon. Here comes Matthews. Clears for 4th. Matthews takes 4th away. The 63 back on pit road. And the 10 is, and the 4 is as well. She's not out of the race. But there's still a bunch of cars out of the race. A few cars out of the race. 37 laps in, 27 cars left. Here comes Boston Matthews. She's going to take 2nd away from Nate Rowell. Battle for 5th. Here comes the 51. The 51 is there. Now here comes the 21. Look at this battle up here. 77 going after the 29. They go side by side. They're still side by side through turn 1. Coming to turn 2 now. The 29 barely clears Rao. And here comes Matthews. She wants to lead. And she gets kind of slow down the back straightaway. She can be able to outbreak the leader. No, she's not going to. Here comes Rao around the outside. Getting a great run. David Loudon has gone around. But he is able to save it. Loudon was able to save that car from causing a big wreck. As we see the 74 leading here at the Brickyard, lap 39. Here comes the 77 now. Contact made with the 29. 29 almost goes around. Contact made behind them. The 22 almost goes around. Great saves by everybody as the sun is going down here at the Brickyard. 5 laps left on his fuel. That is the 74. Here comes Stevenson to the back straightaway. He continues to lead. Nate Rowell going for 2nd. Nate Rao might want the lead this time as well. Rao is there. It's side by side for the lead, but not for long. Nate Rao will take the lead back. And here comes Stevenson. To the inside. And he's going to be smart. Stevenson is not staying out. Stevenson is on pit road. More pit stops happening. With about 60 laps to go. 60 to go. And there is a wreck on turn 4. Slow cars out of 4. Like really slow cars out of 4. And they are able to save it from causing the massive one. As we see the 77 continuing to lead. I think we saw that. I think we saw the massive one on the front straightaway, like when they all crashed there. As we continue to race around the Brickyard, lap 42 is on the board. Lap 32 is on the board here at the Brickyard. Here we go. Here it comes a 77 now. And there is a spin. Looks like the 47 was maybe involved. Maybe no. And it's Jackson Hartman. Hartman has gone around. And he's going to get it back going onto the front straightaway. As we see the leaders battling here, the 51 is side by side with the 22. Oh my gosh, look at the 74. Great pit stop for the 74 of Stevenson. Looks like that he's going to be able to get at least a lap back. So we see the 51 now going to the inside of the 74. Nate Rao is going to retake, Nate Rao is going to take his car to pit road. Boston Matthews to the lead for the first time this afternoon. The top two, both running together. Here comes the 16th right there, right behind her. Campton there. Campton won second. Campton wants the lead. Campton contact. Here it comes at 22. The 22 is there. Now the 51 is in second. Matthew Campton has second. Lap 45 is on the board here in Indy. Oh, around goes. Who just went around there? Off of turn 2, somebody just went around. Couldn't tell who it was. It was some sort, I think it was a white car. I couldn't really tell who went around there. As it's still Matthews who leads at the Brickyard. Lap 46, 55 laps to go. Here comes Campton to the inside of Raider. Raider now, great run on your leader, and that is going to slow both of them up. The 46 gets sideways. Campton now going after Quabi Raider. Raider now kind of blocking Campton. Raider on the outside. And that's going to bring the 51 into the mix. And the 51 almost wrecks the 29. Wow. The 51 almost just wrecked the 29. As we see another pit stop, it's Nolan Farley. Looks like that the amount of fuel that Campton got was a lot. Here comes Dimmick around the outside of Campton. Dimmick and Campton side by side. But remember the 22 will have to pit soon. Here comes the 22. Great run by Dimmick. Down to the inside, they make contact, and Dimmick retakes the lead here at the Brickyard, but she might be pitting this time by. She does. Maya Dimmick to pit road, which means back up front goes the 29 and 51, and they won't pit for another few laps. This pit strategy that the leaders have is crazy. Oh my gosh, looks like that the 74 had a horrible pit stop. He's back down in 17th. The 16 is there as well, right behind them. Here comes the 51 trying to find his way back up front. Campton now in a battle with the 16. Campton continues to run in second. As it is, Boston Matthews comes to lap 49 of 100. We have ran 49 laps here in the Brickyard, and we have already seen multiple wrecks and a ton of chaos. And the car goes around. The 16 was the car that went around. Chaos through turn number 2. Here we go. Campton looking for the lead. He goes to the top. Contact made just a bit. But right now it's still Matthews who leads. Back onto the front straightaway. The 29 leads still. Callaway and Nate Rao and others with great pit stops. And now look at the 4th place running Rodrigo Patino Romo right there. Here comes the 51. 51 to the inside. Passes the 47. Goes up and clears himself on the nose of the 47. And is now going after the 29. Campson is coming to pit road, which is a good break for us. We're going to a short break. It is evening, and we are near the time of the point where we see the checkered flag drop. We did see Campton get into one accident, and he's still running top 10. Crash, turn 4. Thankfully, Campton is not involved. And they are still piling in on turn 4, and that is in the middle of turn 4. And the leaders are about to come to it. Now it looks like that they're taking the wreck. There's a stalled car right off of 4. Oh, and the 12 is in it. There goes the leaders. And there goes Campton. And there goes everybody. Massive wreck. Campton flies. Is Matthew Campton out of the race? No, he's still in it. And there goes the 51. He flies again. Holy crap. Major chaos here late in the going with 30 laps to go. Heavy damage for the 51, and he is not out of the race. That took out most of the leaders. Like, that took out pretty much all the leaders, and it's just a debris field out of 4. Man, oh man, chaos in Indy. A lot of cars are going to come to pit road as we see the 22 staying out. Maya Dimmick staying out. That was Jackson Hartman that caused that big wreck. We are hearing from the CSKL officials, Jackson Hartman is going to be suspended for the next 2 races for causing the big accident. I don't know why he caused it, but he caused the massive accident out of 4. At 12, we'll have a couple different drivers the next 2 weeks. And coming up next week, it is getting good. Let's see here. Man, oh man, chaos in Indy. Lap 73. Lap 73. You see the 22 slow. Can Nolan Farley get his first career win in the Crazy Sports Kid League? He has a lead. Oh my gosh, the 51 is there in 11th. Looks like that he might not even get a top 20. Get a top 10. That's crazy. Taking a look at this up-and-coming schedule as we see the 70 right there behind the leader. Coming up next week, it's Watkins Glen. We are going road course racing in New York. And then going to the road course where Matthew Campson should win. A road course where he knows well. It's Monza. Nolan Farley is about to retake the lead, and David Loudon is in second. Cole Flick is around in fourth. Stevenson is up there, but crazy racing. Nolan Farley to the lead at the brickyard, and he is way out in front of the whole entire pack. He has a huge lead. David Loudon nowhere near your leader. David Loudon 22 seconds back. Lap 75 is on the board, and unless there is chaos, and unless the 19 closes in, which I don't think he will, because he still has to pit. The 19 will still have to pit, same as that 74, but not the 32. If things go like it is right now, without any more wrecks, Nolan Farley might be in the best position right now to get career win number 1. Trying to bring Team Penske to victory lane for the first time this season is Penske teammate Hartman. Will be out for 2 races. And here we go. Nolan Farley, we know for a fact that coming up on Monza weekend. How about this? Monza weekend, Monza road course weekend in 2 weeks. For the first time ever, it's going to be a CSKL F1 doubleheader. F1 changed their race schedule and will race on that Saturday, and the CSKL on that Sunday. And Nolan Farley will be teammates with Matthew Campson in that race. Nolan Farley will make his F1 debut in 2 weeks at the Monza road course. The 16 is on pit road. How about Rodrigo Patino Romo? Back there in 5th, but right now it's all Nolan Farley. He's more than a lap ahead of the whole entire field right now. It's not been a dominating day by any means for the 2. But the 2 is up front at the right, has been up front at the right time. Lap 78 is on the board. Lap 78 is on the board. If he pits, which I don't think he will, I don't think he's winning. But remember, guys, anything can happen as we are near 20 laps to go. We are near 20 laps to go. We hear from the brickyard. The 46 slides. Campson is right behind your leader. What would be funny is if Matthew Campson decides to wreck the leader. That would be the funniest thing. Still 25 cars remain. As you can see, it's not too bright out. And you can see the golden rays on the racetrack of evening time. Nolan Farley has the lead here at the Brickyard. Next time by, he's going to have 20 laps to go. He's still way in front of the whole entire field. I think he still had at least, yeah, he has a lap. There is no way right now. Nolan Farley is 1 lap ahead of the entire field right now. That is crazy. Matthew Campton runs in 13th. 20 laps to go for Nolan Farley. At the right place, at the right time. Farley almost wrecked his teammate. Hartman is right behind them. Jackson Hartman did get word on his radio that he is going to be suspended starting next week. But crazy racing indeed. The 22 almost wrecked. Comes to 19 laps to go. $19 laps to go at the Brickyard. Nolan Farley technically got help from his Team Penske teammate, Jackson Hartman. Yeah, he technically got help from his teammate, Jackson Hartman. Why I say that is because Hartman caused a big accident that took out the leaders, and him involved too, but most of the leaders had to stay on pit road for a long time. And he was able to get in front of everybody and be in front of them for more than a lap now. As third place running Cole Flick is trying to get his lap back. At 32, is closing in on your leader, trying to get a lap back. Here comes Farley on lap 83. How about Cole Flick in second? Trying to get a lap back on Nolan Farley. Let's see the 74. He's going to be pitting soon. No question. The only way I see Nolan Farley losing is if either he pits or if he wrecks. Or if the 32 comes back. Or the 80, or if the 32 comes back in the next few laps and retakes the lead, which that's a good possibility. Cole Flick is on the lead lap, and he is the only car that could be battling Nolan Farley for the win. He's still 42 seconds back. A lot of cars are way behind. Nolan Farley leads here at the Brickyard. He's just on cruise control right now. But it's going to be interesting. It ain't over till it's over. The Team Penske number 2 leads. 16 laps to go here at the Brickyard. As you see, 25 cars left in the race. Man, oh man, oh man. Nolan Farley, Jonathan Stevenson, and others, 1, 2, and 3. Stevenson will have to pit pretty soon. but Farley just leads. It's on the outside of the 45. They make contact. The 2 goes into the wall. But no pit road damage for him. 15 laps to go at the Brickyard. It's going to get down to the nitty-gritty. Does Cole Flick have enough time in the last 15 laps to find his way back up front? Nolan Farley leads here at the Brickyard. Matthew Campton still sits 13th. This might be like a career best finish for him, I think. As we're coming to 14 to go. Colin to the inside of the 2, passes him. Out of 4. Nolan Farley. 14 laps to go at the Brickyard. The 74 is all alone. And the 32 is as well. And they are closing back in ever so slightly on your leader. The 2 continues to lead. Comes to lap 88. Comes to 13 laps to go. In front of a sold-out crowd. Nolan Farley has been so close so many times. I'm telling you that right now. He's been so close so many times, and he has 13 laps until he finally gets his first career win. He's been so close so many times last year and so far early this year. He's had speed. He has had but he has not had the luck to win. And right now, the speed and the luck is on his side. But the question is, will his crew chief call him down to pit road? Farley continues to lead, and the 47 is going to get a lap back. Stevenson is going to pit as we are coming to 12 laps to go. And guys, don't look now. We have another driver battling for his first career win. The driver of the 32 for RMG Racing, Cole Flick. He's there in second. He wants his first career win. He makes contact with the 19. The 19 goes into the wall. And the 32 is being aggressive right now. You can see it. And the 2 is just coasting. This time by, it's going to be 11 laps to go. Let's ride along with the 2 for 2 full laps. Nolan Farley has the roof cam. Riding along with Nolan Farley with 11 laps to go at the Brickyard. Cole Flick is playing catch up. And this is where it's going to get interesting. Remember, folks, we saw Allie Brossman back in the first season back in season 34. She got her first career win. Farley tried to do the same thing today. Coming around to take 10 laps to go. Look at the white dot on the minimap. That is Cole Flick. We have 10 laps of racing left at the Brickyard. Flick is in turn 3 and 4. As in turn 1 and 2, it is the leader, Cole Flick, onto the front straightaway as the 2 just exits. He was on pit road. What is he doing? Bettino Romo takes second. I thought Cole Flick was going to have a chance to win, but no. Cole Flick is on pit road. It's a top 10 run for the 51. How about Matthew Campton potentially getting a top 10 with 9 laps to go? But Cole Flick might be one of the stupidest drivers I've seen so far. How about in third place? It's that 22. And now, Bettino Romo has to come back from a 30-second gap. I mean, a 34-second gap. Your leader is not pitting. 7 laps of racing left at the brickyard. And unless he pits, there is no way that he is going to give up the win. There's absolutely no way, unless he pits or wrecks, that Nolan Farley is going to lose this race. I still can't believe that Cole Flick, who was running in second, he had a chance to win, just decided to bring it down pit road. We're out of 4. 21 laps to go at the brickyard. Not 21. 6 laps to go. No, now 7 laps to go, not 6. Now it's 7 laps to go. I need to look back at who won this race last year. Because we might see a driver go back-to-back at the brickyard. As we see Nolan Farley continuing to lead. Farley through turn 4. Now comes to 6 laps to go. Six laps of racing left at the brickyard. $150 laps was in this race last year. Over 2 hours long. This time by, it's going to be 5 laps to go at the brickyard. It's going to be 5 laps to go here at the brickyard. It was Bailey Winstead who won this race last year. I thought it was Bettino Romo, but no. Are we going to see 3 straight years of the first-time winner in the Brickyard 100? Your leader is Nolan Farley. Next time by, it's going to be 4 laps to go. Bailey Winstead got her... Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I'm speechless. The leader is pinning. Are they going to hand Maya Dimmick the win? What is happening in Indy? 5 laps to go. The 2 is still in front of the 22. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Is the 22 gonna pit this time? No, she's not. Dimmick onto the front straightaway. She's going to take the lead away. 4 laps to go. And the 2 is now moving on pit road. You have to be kidding me. Pit road strategy is weird at the Brickyard. Maya Dimmick might have been handed the win, but remember, it ain't over till it's over. The 32 is going to pass the 2. We have 3 laps to go here at the Brickyard. Three laps to go. Nolan Farley pits. Oh my gosh. If Farley hadn't pitted, he would have won. And now, unless there's a major accident, or if the leaders pit, Maya Dimmick might be handing herself the win, but remember, 5 seconds back is David Loudon. 2 laps to go at the Brickyard. We saw 2 years in a row of first-time winner. And we were thinking, with the speed that Maya Dimmick, 2 years in a row, a first-time winner at this racetrack. And we were thinking that because of the speed she had earlier this season, she was going to win earlier this season. Out of turn 4, finally putting herself into the right position. Is she going to do it? 1 lap to go for Maya Dimmick. So close, so many times this season. The speed was there. She has been fast all year long. She was looking to make the playoffs on points. Why? Because she said, I don't know if I'll ever win. Well, we know now the party is going to be huge tonight in the Team Penske camp, and maybe a fight in the Team Penske camp with Jackson Hartman. Hartman almost took her out of the running for the race. But out of turn number 4, 3 years in a row, we are seeing a first-time winner. Dimmick will win at the Brickyard. Maya Dimmick to the win column. She wins in Indianapolis. What a finish. What a race. I am speechless. David Loudon gets 3rd. Cole Flick gets 4th. Cole Flick gets 3rd. Nolan Farley gets 4th. And Jonathan Stevenson with the top 5. I am speechless. We are going to Watkins Glen next week, and all pressure is off of the 22. And the 22 won this race with only making 3 pit stops. That's amazing. And the two only made 4 pit stops. It was his 13th place finish and his first oval start for Matthew Campton, and he was, 3 laps down. As you see the rest of the field. Broughton, Lomax, Aaliyah Dean, Paige Soper. Man, oh man, chaos. That will do it, folks. Thanks for watching the Plainfield Quakers 100